It's a beautiful snowy day here in Chicago. Big fluffy snow, you know? And for those of you that don't experience winter, what that means is the temperatures have risen. Yes, it needs to be a little bit warmer than below zero to snow. And maybe I'll get to go outside today. I'm on chemo right now, so I can't go outside yet. Too dangerous. Let me show you. I've been thinking about this lately. It's very interesting to me. So here I am. This is attached to the chest. It's a needle that's stuck in there, and there's a line that goes down, right? We're gonna follow this all the way down. Line goes down into this little bag. And in the bag is your chemo. This starts off as a huge hard ball, hard as a baseball, and then as it goes into you, it drains. So in, I think 2 hours, I will have my nurse come and she will disconnect me. What I was thinking about is I remember when all of this started 2 years ago, and you would spend your 6, 8, 10 hours in the hospital getting your first part of the infusion, and then they connect you to this. And imagine what that feels like the first, I don't know, 6 times or so until your mind starts to deal with the stress, because you're attached to this thing, right? In the beginning, I slept like this. I was terrified. I was terrified to roll over, terrified to move, terrified it would come out. And then it's got the cord, as you saw, so I'm terrified, what if that gets pulled? Just lots of fear, right? And that's before we even get into the fact that, like, you know, it's chemo. So if that comes unlodged, then you have this very dangerous chemical exploding. And, But now, you know, your mind is an amazing thing, because now they attach it to me. I know that you have to be careful of your heart rate when you're on it. So I do lots of stretching exercises, yoga, but not anything that's going to elevate my heart. I'm much more comfortable with it, and nothing's changed except for the way your mind processes it, right? So, yeah, give me a couple hours and then I'll be done with this, and then I get to take a shower. Yay. In the meantime, I'm writing letters. I'm a big letter writer. I really enjoy writing letters to the children in my life. The children that I'm related to, and then my friends' children. It's a really, I remember when I was a kid, I had this aunt, and she was like a mythical character to us, because she traveled around the world. She was on her own journey when I was little, so we rarely saw her. And then when we did see her, I mean, she just flew into town, and she was the crazy aunt with no rules. And so you got to, you know, like, I mean, gosh, she was a goddess, because everything your parents said you couldn't do, she was like, let's do it, right? Kind of where I got it from. But when she would travel, she would send us letters. She would send us packages. I remember for the longest time, I had never seen, it's a puppet with strings, and you know, she sent me one from, God, I couldn't tell you today whether it was Spain or Mexico or something, but it was this puppet, and I'd never seen a puppet before. You gotta remember, like, we lived, you know, out in the woods. I'd never seen a puppet before, and it was just the most amazing thing. And it was such, for a child that lived off of her imagination, it was gorgeous. But I mean, when you receive these as children, you receive a package in the mail, or you receive a letter that's directed towards you. How cool is that, right? And I really wanted to give that feeling to the kids in my life. And so I write letters to them. It also has a practical meaning for me in today's day, because you lose your feeling in your fingers, and you lose your dexterity, a lot of things with chemo, on the repercussions of surgeries and such. And so it helps me to maintain that. It also helps me to be able to think, because I imagine you can see right now, like I'm slower on chemo, and this is towards the end of when I'm just about to be disconnected. So this is actually a really good part. So yeah. Quick update. I had an appointment with my doctor this week when I went in for chemo. All good things. So to clarify, I have 2 trial drugs that I've applied for, and one of them I'm on. It's one I'm happy to have. It's the one for my platelets. My platelets aren't working on their own, unfortunately, but this drug props them up. I don't know how long we can take this drug, and I don't know how long my insurance is going to approve it because it's very expensive. But for right now, I've got a platelet trial drug, and it's working. Yay. The other trial drug that I shared last week that is just got approved and we're moving forward with, this is a chemo trial drug. And this drug, I don't know, it's supposed to be a wonder drug. Again, lots of shrinkage, lots of control, who knows? It's a very small study. I have a friend that was lucky enough to get into this program in Mayo in Minnesota. And so he started a little bit early, and he sadly has some growth right now. So, at least he's on it. I'll get to see his results. That's amazing. So yeah, so those 2 chemo drugs. So I'm on one, getting one. And really, my oncologist said everything is as good as to be expected. We're just in that really weird time of just enjoy your life. Okay, I'm trying every day. The one positive is if I make it to the end of these 12 cycles and there's no growth and there's no anything and everything's stable, then the end of this 12 cycle of my full fairy means that you take a little break, and it means I could take 4 weeks off. Now, it's very exciting to think about taking 4 weeks off, right? Yeah, because it's so hard. It's like someone takes a hammer to you every time you walk in that chemo center. Tomorrow morning I have to go just for blood work. I have to pop in for blood work, but I have to deal with all the emotions of it. So it'd be nice not to have that. It would be nice to be able to, I feel so good right now that I can participate in life almost to normal, except for the dementia things where I forget to lock the doors and turn off burners and things like that. Poor wife. But physically, I'm doing really well, and so I can participate in life. And we might be able to take those 4 weeks, jump in our car, and take our bubble to Jackson Hole, Wyoming, to our little place there. It's at the base of the mountains. You walk out the back door, and you're in Teton National Park. So we'll never see people. We can totally safely isolate, not be harming anyone else or ourselves. So I'm just doing a lot of positive thinking. This is gonna work. It's gonna be okay. Because I need this break and my wife needs this break so bad. So, the rest of my day, I'm gonna get disconnected. I'm gonna take a lovely bubble bath and do some more mellow things to enjoy my day. All right, see ya.